How's it going, everybody? Really don't have to make this video, but I'm gonna have to. I need some help. Have a situation going on with the school right now. Uh, I have a stepdaughter, been raising for going on 3 years, and in January she snuck out of the house at 2 in the morning. Walked down 518, crossed 45, uh, went about another mile and a half, stayed the night at apartments, some boy's house. I finally found her, brought her home. She got 5 spankings with a belt. She didn't even cry. Told me it didn't even hurt. Uh, the school called CPS on me. This was in January. Uh, the school didn't even notify us in January. I have a son who's in special needs, who's autistic also. CPS just showed up to my house in January, came and told us that they had to take the kids. The school didn't notify us, CPS didn't notify us, and they're supposed to call and notify us. Special considering I have a special needs kids. They did remove the kids for 10 days, brought them back home. But when they came to remove the kids, my son, who's autistic, didn't know how to react to it. And anyone who has autistic kids knows they don't react like other kids do to other things. So my son came in the backyard, was scared, started hitting the tree, missed his hand up. They still took the kids told them they didn't want to go, that there was nothing wrong. And I told them, y'all didn't notify us anything, so I don't want y'all to take my kids. They don't want to go anyways. And I said, I don't have a court order. Well, CPS told me, well, we can call the cops and make it a court order. And so they threatened to call the cops on me to take my kids. And so they ended up taking the kids for 10 days. They had me go, had us do family parenting and marriage counseling. Uh, and even the counselor guy told us he didn't know why they had us doing so many classes. Um, when what we did wasn't wrong. Um, I didn't use excessive force while spanking. Um, and they had us going to counseling classes, and I had pictures of it where their buildings were closed down, and I also had screenshot texts of the caseworker telling me that they were ready to go follow through and take us to court because we weren't going to these classes, that they were sending us to empty buildings. And like I said, I had pictures of the buildings. I had all the texts, texting back and forth to the caseworker, and what she said her supervisor was pretty much threatening us, about taking us to jail for not doing classes at buildings that were empty. Well, we finished everything we had to do in June. They proceeded to keep the case open until 2 weeks ago. They finally closed it. They told us they were closing it 3 times. We kept having to. I kept having to leave work early to go do counseling 3 times a week. They made us do UAs, numerous UAs. It hurt us financially because me and my wife would have to leave work early 3 times a week to be able to go do these counseling classes. Um, and they kept it open, and we finally closed it. And my stepdaughter has gotten 4 citations since CPS was called on us because they told us that we could not discipline our kids at all. They had a paper. They told us we had to sign it, and if we didn't, they were going to take the kids away. So we signed it so they wouldn't take the kids away. So they made us sign a paper saying we can't discipline our kid. We can't spank them or nothing. So 2 weeks ago, my stepdaughter gets her 4th citation at alternative school. The school called me. I went there, spoke with the principal and the sheriff that's on the campus. This is at Clear Path in CCISD. And I talked to the principal and I told him, what do you expect me to do about it when y'all made it where I can't discipline my daughter? Like, what do you have in mind for discipline so we could be sure this don't happen again? He said, well, we're going to suspend her for 3 days and give her a citation. So I told him, so all you're going to do is send my daughter on vacation and give her a little slap on the wrist. Oh, and we're going to give her 3 extra days. or 5 extra days. I said, that's it. 5 extra days off alternative school is all you got, and 3 days of suspension. So I told the principal, I said, well, only thing I have left to do is to cut her hair. We had already told her before she was going to get her hair cut off if she got in trouble again. And the principal told me, with the cop, we're in a triangular position 2 feet away from each other. And I told the principal, I said, well, only thing I could do is I'm going to cut her hair off as discipline. And the principal told me, okay, fine. And the cop told me, okay, because I asked the cop, could we put her in juvenile school so she can, be disciplined? And the cop told me that there's nothing he could do, that the school has his hands tied behind his back, and all he could do is call the parents and write citations. There's nothing he can do about it. So I told them, okay, well, Monday or Tuesday, when she's allowed to come back to school, she will be coming to school with no hair. And they both said, okay, fine. Well, she goes back to school last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, matter of fact, Wednesday. Went to school Wednesday, all rest of the week. Went to school this week. And then now all of a sudden, the principal called CPS on me because I cut her hair. He knew about it. He didn't tell me I couldn't do it. And I have a cop as a witness, uh, me talking to the principal and everything that was said. And it's on camera at the school because I know they have cameras in there because it's alternative school. So now CPS is questioning my kids. And this caseworker today called my daughter clueless at school because my daughter didn't want to talk to them. She said there's nothing wrong, nothing happened. Why y'all won't call CPS on my dad because he cut my sister's hair? And so she called my daughter clueless as a CPS caseworker. Now to me, she should be terminated immediately. And the way that she was talking with me on the phone, she was being very rude and talking to me very disrespectfully and would not even let me talk. So I need help. I'm like I told you, CPS got me financially broke, having to do all these classes for counseling, for individual counseling, parenting counseling, marriage counseling, constant having to go do UAs. They took my kids without notifying me, had my son cause bodily injuries to himself back in January, and now they're doing this. My kids didn't go and tell them something was wrong. I believe the principal is doing it as retaliation because I told him he was a good principal because there is no discipline in the school. So I believe that the principal is doing this as retaliation, as his own personal benefit, to try to get back at me because I told him he was a shitty principal, which, as a matter of fact, he is. I need help. I need help. Someone help me with a lawyer. Maybe one would do pro bono. If you know anyone with the news, have them contact me. I really need to get this taken care of. The school is literally interfering with my parenting, and I'm not doing anything wrong. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a great parent. I do a lot for my kids. I go far and do way more than most parents. I do everything I can for my kids. Everybody who knows me knows that. My kids always come first. And I need help because they're trying to take my kids away from me for doing the right thing. I did nothing wrong. And, if maybe someone might know a lawyer that I want to do pro bono or someone just looking for a win, because I spoke with a retired sergeant and a retired chief of police about the situation, and they're telling me well, everything that the school is doing is not right. So if someone could please help me, uh, connect me with a lawyer or somebody who can help me in this situation, because this is ridiculous. I mean, how are we supposed to raise our kids the right way if there's no discipline? Are we supposed to just let them run around, run the streets, run amok, steal everything they want? Is that what we're supposed to do? Let them disrespect parents, talk back to the parents, disrespect the school, disrespect the law? Like, what are we supposed to do as parents if they're trying to make it to where we can't even discipline our kids the proper way? So, if someone could please uh, message me, contact me in any way, let me know if someone can help me because um, I need help. Uh, I'm tired of the school interfering with my parenting. I'm tired of them trying to make it seem like I'm a bad parent. Uh, all they're doing is just trying to tarnish who I am. And me and my family, we're sick of it. My kids, my wife, we're sick of it. We're done with them. Nobody is crying for help. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's injured. Nobody's being neglected. I'm a parent trying to discipline my kid, raise her the right way, and have her go down the right path. So if someone could please help me, contact me, hook me up with some lawyer, maybe someone that will do pro bono or someone that ain't too expensive because they got me in a financial bind, and it's really hard, especially with how things are these days. So if someone could please help me out in this situation, it'd be much appreciated.